Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joshablon, and welcome back to the fourth part of our series of 7 means of achieving depth in a drawing. Now, today we are going to be covering size. Now, we're going to be using a combination of size and horizon lines and the planes of the image. And by doing this and using them in a correct way, we can achieve a higher level of depth in our image. So, just to quickly show this, we're going to first draw our horizon line. So there we go. Now I'm just going to quickly explain something. This is something that's often used in animations and cartoons and all those things. If you draw one image that's here and then one of the same image down here and quite big, this one, even if they're the same size, this one here appears a little bit closer than this one here. And that is just by using a little bit of size, like how big you draw it, and using the planes of the image to your advantage. So this method works really great if there are multiple objects and they're the same kind of object. Like if you have 2 humans, or if you have like 2 vases. But if it's something like trees, where trees can vary in size, it can maybe get a little bit confusing because some trees are really, really big, some are really, really small. And it also doesn't quite work if they're 2 different images. Say that you draw a tree and a person, and say that you draw a person here, and you draw your tree over here, and you just want the tree to appear that it's a little bit closer to the screen than the person. You're going to have to, like, sometimes you may make the tree look way bigger than it should, or the person might get a little bit confused. With humans, you can generally assume that if they're drawn dramatically different sizes, that one's going to be closer to the screen. And yeah, with different objects in the image, it makes it a little bit harder. So, just to quickly show this being used, we're going to draw 2 people. Now, these are going to be just rather crude people, but they'll work. And so we're going to have our person back here. Just draw them in just a little bit of detail. Well, not really much detail at all, but yeah. There we go. Just draw them some quick little hands. We'll draw them. That was a bad leg. We'll just draw him a few little tiny sets of details. And there we go. There's our person. Now he's standing a little bit higher, closer towards the horizon line, that our next person is going to be kind of small in comparison to lots of the image. And now we're going to draw our other person. So this is going to be quite a lot bigger. I'm not going to go into much detail with the drawing, but yeah. So we'll just, no, that doesn't work. We'll just draw a person, love their ear, kind of just a couple small details, like where the nose is, where the eyebrows are, a little bit of mouth drawing under the lip kind of thing. There we go, there's kind of the head of our person, and he's walking away into the distance. And so, there we go. Now, as you can tell, this person down here in the bottom right is quite a lot bigger than this person here. But that may just be because the person actually is bigger, but the more likely thing, judging because of how they're placed in comparison to our horizon line, and also just on the plane of the image, you can tell that the person on the bottom is just closer to us. And so, by using size and some clever positioning on our paper, we can show a lot of depth in our image, because we can show that 2 objects are either closer or farther away. We're not using any fancy shading or overlapping. We're not even really using perspective lines. All we're using is size and placement on the planes of an image. And this, if used correctly, can offer a lot of depth to an image. And so I hope that this was helpful. So we just have 3 more to cover before we're going to be moving on to our next series, which I plan on being shading. And then we're going to be delving a lot more into things that can make our drawings look a lot better. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope that you learned something in this, and if you did, be sure to like and comment. And I will see you in the next tutorial.